gorgeous, gorgeous girls and boys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from. This is Wakili Owendi Moikali. My dog is having a moment, so just ignore her if you hear her screaming or crying some type of way. She's just having a moment, to be honest, and I can't handle that today. So I wanted you guys and me to do a little get ready with me work edition to start the week. My hair is already laid. I'm wearing this extension, I think Nihayaki. I don't remember the packaging. I'm gonna look for it. Look at that. Late for the gods. So we're gonna do a quick get ready with me because we have probably about 30 to 40 minutes before I have to go to work. So we're going to do a little get ready with me. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys a little story time about the time that my aunt and me almost dated the same nigga. Ugh. Turns out me and her have the same taste. We like them damaged. Nah, please don't be like me and my auntie. Please go for better choices of niggas, because apparently me and her, which is very disturbing actually. I didn't expect, I never expected it. I never expected me and my aunt to have the same taste in niggas, but you know, it is what it is. I guess that's why we're family. So we're just gonna get started. I already primed my face. Oh, look at that, acne spots. I don't know how to get rid of this. Like I'm at this point, it is what it is. Crocodile skin, because the headache is just a little bit too much. And funny thing is, I only get hormonal acne. So when I'm about to, get the days, then I get a whole lot of acne, and it's not just one, it's like a million of them. And I have this problem where I will pick at it. Don't do that, gorgeous girls. Don't be like me. Don't do that. So anyway, let's get into it. It's, like you guys know, still winter, so we're gonna use Maybelline Fit Me as we normally do. So you guys, let me tell you this castoro. Oh, look at that card. Oh, that is beautiful. So me and my aunt get invited to a pool party. This is probably 2016, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't think I was wrong. It's 2016. So basically, we get invited to a pool party. Beautiful place, beautiful house. Wakenya mkona pesa. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that place was literally minimum, at the very least, 14 rooms in that mansion. So at that time, I was over 18, obviously, but my mom still felt the need to give me a curfew. The ghetto. Anyway, so anytime I would want to beat curfew, I would go out with this specific aunt of mine. For some awkward reason, my mother trusts her more than she trusts me. I still don't get it, but it is what it is. So I will go out with her anytime that I know I'm going to be somewhere that I'm not supposed to be at a particular time. I would take this aunt of mine. So this specific time, I get invited to a pool party. I know I'm going to be late. I know I'm not going to make curfew. So what do? Call up my aunt, right? So me and her go to this pool party. Beautiful, large mansion in Karen. Let me tell you, Wakenya mistake kusikia mtu akisema Kenya ana pesa. Cause you gotta have drug dealer kind of money to live in Kenya. Cause the rest of us, hustlers, inabidi tukae huku nje, cause we cannot afford. Hatuwezi. So this place, we get there. The place is in Karen. We get there, we're assigned all rooms, as yani pali mta change manguo and everything, get comfortable, get in your bikinis, in your swimsuits and everything. And at that time, let me not say at that time, because I still to this point look 5 months pregnant. I've been looking 5 months pregnant all my life. What's any new one be? Nikimaliza kitambi. It's over for y'all. Because I want to be a uchi, nakedness and me. So Kitambi was still shining from those days. Consistency is key. Loyalty to the Kitambi. So Kitambi ilikuwa decide, you know what? I'm here to stay, baby. So I was definitely not finna wear a bikini because, finna embarrass me, have me out here looking ni kama niko na pesa na sina pesa. Unajua ile kitambi yenye inatakanga tu kukuaibisha inafanya ukaini kama wewe ni sonko na hauna pesa. Iyo kitambi. That's the kitambi that I heard. Iyo ndo kitambi nilikuwa nayo. So, I get there, we get the rooms and everything, and we go into, change our clothes. Mimi nikava bikini top and high-waisted jean booty shorts. Everybody wore whatever they were wearing. And then we just, immediately started partying. Now, when you get into the mansion, there's a front yard, and then there's a barbecue area, and then there's the pool area. So I was sitting in the pool area because Mimi sijakuja kufanya hard labor, the ghetto. So it's people making barbecue, and I'm just there relaxing by the pool area by myself. Then out comes this gorgeous, gorgeous man. Oh my good Lord, he was beautiful. And then he came out with 2 German Shepherds. If you know me, if you're trying to kidnap me, just bring a dog. If you're trying to rob me, bring a dog. That's it. That is it. Literally. A dog and chicken. One of those 2 things. But most likely a dog. So this guy comes out with the most gorgeous, gorgeous German Shepherds. 2 of them. Huge dogs. Immediately, fangirl moment. I'm like, oh my God, your dogs, they're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like it's important to mention that the guy was not Kenyan, but he was also not Nigerian, because I know how you guys are going to be in my comments. So he wasn't Kenyan, but he wasn't also Nigerian. However, he was African. He was African, but I'm not going to mention the country because I'm 100% sure he's going to watch this video. Then he's going to be like, you still talking about me all these years later? Yes, bitch. I'm still talking about you because you had me all the way messed up. Anyway, so this nigga, I'm like, oh my God, your dogs, they're so beautiful. I have a fun girl moment. Keep in mind, everybody else is by the barbecue area. I am by the pool area because me, I am Silk, taking no tension. I'm here to relax, eat, and do drugs. I will not swim because I cannot swim to save my life. Pengine ni deep to kamgu kwa swimming pool, Oh Lord, I need to change my life at this point. So I'm relaxing. They have this beach beds by the pool area, so I'm relaxing over there. I'm talking to this nigga. We're talking about his dogs and everything. We're gonna call him Mr. K because his name started with a K, so we're gonna call him Mr. K. So I'm talking to Mr. K, and we're talking about the dogs, and then the dogs start smelling the meat, so they become a little bit frantic, and he's like, you know what, I'm finna take the dogs back to the house, to the main house, because I don't want the dogs to freak out the people who are here for the party. I was like, oh, oh, cool. So nigga goes back into the main house, comes back out, and at this point, activities, what? Anyway, I'm a liar too. So I do the whitest of white girls. Yani, this is the whitest thing I've ever done. Oh my God, when I think about it, I cringe, I shudder. So I'm laying nimelala natumbo on the beach bed, and then I literally have sunscreen, and I tell this nigga, can you put sunscreen on my back? Ah, the cringe. At that point, I thought I was shooting my shot, but oh my God, ugh, when I think about that moment, ew, I shudder. I absolutely shudder. But we've all clowned at some point, and this place, this is a judgment-free zone, so we encourage any and all thoughttivities. We don't do no judgments over here. So basically, I did that, and this nigga, actually, he was such a gentleman. He undoes my bikini top napa kwa mgongo, and then he puts sunscreen on me, and then he ties it back. He doesn't do shit. I was like, oh my God, whew. Keep in mind, this is after my previous boyfriend, who was my knight in shining armor, had already gotten my friend pregnant. So at this point, I'm like, screw relationships. I'm just out here to be a thought. At this point, I just want to get my nut. I just want to have fun. It is what it is, right? I was like, nah, I will never get into another relationship again, because why would my first relationship just automatically lead to character development? Why? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever I want to do at this point. I'm not doing no relationships. I ain't dating nobody. I ain't gonna be exclusive. I'm just here to get my nut, have fun. It is what it is. So that's what I was thinking the whole entire time, correct? So that's why I was being white girl. I was having a white girl moment right there. I was being a thought. Oh my God. So this guy, we continued talking. At some point, we lost each other. We had already exchanged numbers. We lost each other because it was a big party. I'm not gonna say it was a small party. It was a big party. At some point, liquor was involved. Other drugs that I shall not mention on camera were involved. At this point, my aunt had still not seen this nigga. At some point, they met during the party, and blah blah blah. So time goes, and we're like, you know what, we not finna make curfew. We gotta go. We gonna get in trouble. So me and you, we gotta go. So I'm telling my aunt that, right? And then keep in mind, we were all assigned some rooms, and each room had a bathroom. And obviously, after kucheza na majia, pool, chlorine, and all of that, you gotta clean yourself, girl. You don't be the ghetto. Ebwenda uoge mama. Ni nini? Watu wengine mnatoka tu kwa maji ya swimming pool na mnaingia kwa manguo zenyu narudi home. Sister kuparara. We don't do that. So anyway, it's one bathroom in each room, and we don't got time. We gotta go. Curfew. So what do? My aunt was taking a shower in that bathroom. I took my stuff and went in another room that I didn't know who it belonged to. I locked the room. I go take a shower, right? So I'm dressing up, and it's somebody knocking on the door. And I'm like, who the hell is knocking on the door like that? Not me behaving like this mansion belonged to me. I have never seen such a mansion in my entire life. Here I am in people's room behaving like I own this house. I'm even having the audacity to get mad because somebody who's probably the owner of the room is knocking at the door, and I'm trying to change my clothes. I'm trying to beat curfew. So I'm mad at this point, right? Afungua mlango na attitude. Ni nani huyo? Mr. K. I'm like, my face changed immediately. Literally, from attitude nilikuwa nayo, nyinyi watu ni kama hamuelewi. Let me tell you. From this to, oh, hi. It's the pretense for me. I was so pretentious, let me tell you. It's the pretense for me. Like, I literally can't. Vile nilibadilisha hiyo sura real quick. So this nigga goes like, what are you doing in my room? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know this is your room. I just came in because my aunt is using the bathroom in the room that they assigned us to, and we gonna miss curfew, so we gotta go. So I just came in here to like take a quick shower so that I don't get late. He's like, all right, cool. So I finished dressing up and all of that. We book a Uber because tulikuwa Karen. So can you imagine the ghetto? Tuanze kupanga line ya matatu. Not us. Me, I'm Silk. I don't take tension. Uber. We go home. So fast forward to about 2 weeks later, this nigga invites me for a date. So I'm like, bet. Of course I'm finna show up. First of all, I was heavily attracted to you. We didn't get a chance to do anything. I am definitely coming for this date. The activities is planned. I'm coming for this date. So he invites me out on a date. He tells me twende Java uko Galilea, right? I'm like, all right, cool, bet. So I get there. First red flag. Here's the thing. I hate it when people are late. Like, time is of the essence. Don't misuse my time, my friend. Apana. Wakati wangu usiniharibie tafa, please. Respect my time. That is something that I'm really big on. I hate it. Absolutely hate it when people are late. So red flag number one, I got there before this nigga. Mi natoka Umoja na kujadi Rongai na nafika mbele yako na unatoka Karen ukuje Rongai. Like, make it make sense, you know? It doesn't make any sense, right? So I get there before him. I'm texting my aunt. We're like on the phone. She's like, "Where you at?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm actually having a date." She's like, Who took you out? And you ain't told me shit." And I'm like, Oh, by the way, something that I forgot to mention. Me and Mr. K made out when he found me in his room. We had a moment. So sorry, I forgot to mention that. So I'm like, I'm actually going to have lunch with Mr. K from the pool party. Do you remember him? She's like, what? What do you mean, Mr. K? I'm like, yeah, Mr. K. He asked me out, so I'm just gonna meet him at Java. She's like, girl, I made out with Mr. K on the pool party. I was like, ngoja kidogo. Wait small. You made out with him? I made out with him. That is this guy. This nigga anajaribu kufanya to commit incest indirectly. Because and what time did you even make out with my aunt? When did you even meet my aunt for you guys to make out? This nigga was a thought. Malaya re wa baba. So me, I'm like, I'm sorry, you say what? She's like, yeah, I made out with him. We've actually been talking. I wanted to tell you about it. I was like, girl, I know you lying. I made out with him. We've been talking and he invited me out on a date. So she's like, okay, cool. You if you like him, then you just go ahead. I was like, nah, sis. I ain't going ahead to do nothing. This nigga is trying to play the both of us, so that's gonna be a no for me, right? I'm just here for the food at this point. After I found out, obviously, I was there for the thougtivities prior to finding out that he was making out with my aunt on the same day that he was making out with me, which is the day that we met. Thought. Malaya re shoga. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I sit there. So that's red flag number 2. Red flag number 1, I got there before you. You invite me out on a date and I get to the date before you. Now, I know a lot of you would be like, why you ain't asked this nigga to pick you up? I didn't know him, so I don't want him to know where I live. He could be Ted Bundy. And if y'all don't be watching murder documentary series, baby girl, I do. I don't play that. I'm not going to show you where I live. That's going to be a no for me. So I got there before him. Red flag number 1. Red flag number 2. This man legit tried to make me and my aunt commit incest indirectly. Now, here's the thing. I'll be judged by God for my sins. But for your own sins, haiwezi. Kabibi, haiwezekani. Haiwezi. So I get there, obviously. I'm like 30 minutes early. I'm like, now this nigga, Now, by the way, ladies, it's very important when you go on a date, always carry your own cash, because utachonga viazi one of these days. Ukienda uko mikono tupu, utachonga viazi. So I get there, right? I order some juice because this nigga's still not here. So I order some juice. I, of course, had my own money. I order some juice. Nini, nangoja, kijana bado hajafika. Audacity. Vile niko mrembo hivi, you have me waiting. You have me waiting in a restaurant for you. After nimeto. Yani una heshima. You don't have no respect. You niggas are so disrespectful. So anyway, I'm waiting on this nigga. This nigga is taking like forever. And we're texting back and forth. And he's like, I'm on my way. He kept on telling me he was on his way for a minute. So I can't leave because I already ordered what I want to order. So I'm waiting on my order. At this point, I'm not waiting for you. I'm just waiting on my juice and my food to get here. Let me eat and let me go home. So this nigga gets there. He gets there the same time that they bring my food. And let me tell you, I ordered and asked for the check and paid for it before they gave me the food, because I ain't trying to have no nigga play me out here. No, no thank you. So mi nishalipa bili yangu. Hata kabla food ikuje mi nishalipa bili yangu. So he gets here the same time that the food gets here. Now you know how slow Java is. No offense, but Java really is slow. They be wanatengeneza hiyo chakula ni kama walienda Bunyore kuchinja kuku walete. My God. So anyway, it took him that long. It took him literally the same amount of time as my food to get here. Now I'm pissed. Now the thing that even pissed me off more, this nigga came with his friend. This is red flag number 3 at this point. Why are you coming with your friend? What is you doing? Right? And then he sees me in the restaurant. He walks in with his friend, and then he tells me that he has to do something with his friend. They go outside the restaurant. I see the two of them talking. I don't know what they're talking about. They talk for a minute, and then the friend leaves, and he comes back, right? So Mr. K comes back to the date with me, right? So Mr. K is like, I see that you already ordered. Let me also order. So he orders his own food, right? When the bill comes, I think he was expecting that the bill is going to include my meal, but I already paid for my own meal, right? So the bill comes, this is after we've already eaten. At this point, I'm just like, yeah, this nigga had proper, like, acha tu nisiseme hivyo. Anyway, huyu mubaba bedhi alikuwa anaongea vizuri, alikuwa na sauti nzuri. Sauti ya kutoa nyoka pangoni. That's how you say it. My coastal people, that's how you say it, right? So this nigga and me, we talking. At some point, I've forgotten about the 3 red flags a little bit, because the way that he talking to me, I'm just looking at this nigga like, boy, I want to do you right now on this table. But let me behave, first date. You can't be acting a thought out here, right? So at some point I'm like, I want to ask him about making out with my aunt, but then again I'm like, nah, let me, I'll save it. I'll definitely ask him, but I'm not finna ask him right now. I'll leave it for later. This is what I was telling myself, right? So we eat. After we're done eating, he's like, I want to show you something. So I'm like, okay, cool. So first of all, the bill came, right? Then he asked me, you already paid for your meal? I said, yes, I already paid for my meal. He said, why? I said, because you were so late, I thought you wasn't going to come. So I just, sorted myself out, and then I'll just eat and go home. Because you took your precious time to come here, my friend, Then he's like, no. How much did you spend? Can I see the receipt? So he sees the receipt, and then he gives me back the cash that I paid for my meal. I was like, I like where this is going. I like where this is headed. So he gives me back the money that I used to pay for the food that I ate. And I was like, okay, sir. So he tells me, I want to show you some. And I'm like, all right, cool, show me. So he calls this cab guy. We take a cab. I don't know where we're going. We're just going because he's trying to show me something. At this point, my senses is like, girl, he might be headed to murder you. But you know what? It is what it is. So we go. Tukaenda, tukapita kwea. So after tumepita kwea, a friend of his comes out. I think hizo ni hostels za kwea. Mi sijui kama ni hostels ama si hostels. I don't really know. So a friend of his comes out and gives him, I know y'all know what I mean when I say. So a friend of his brings him, and then we go somewhere else. I don't know where this somewhere else is, to be honest. I think it's one of the hostels that his friends own or something. We go, we sit down, then we start smoking this nigga. Now I can handle mines. Yeah. Indo baya kutokuwa Mkenya. Kenyans can handle drugs. We can handle ikifika palipa drugs, Wakenya tuwezi shindwa. So he couldn't handle his quite well, and he was like getting faded and stuff. And then this nigga anajaribu kunisosi. At this point I'm pissed. Unataka kunisosi juu ya maji ya machungwa na viazi zimewekwa kwa mafuta. I know you're lying. I know you're lying, bro. I know you are lying. So this nigga, like he's trying to outsmoke me so that I can like be high and not be responsible for my actions. But baby, I can handle my drugs. Ikifika palipa drugs, mimi wakili hawezi nishinda. You lie. You lie. Pale nitalewa nitakuwa outsmoke. You lying. So this nigga, I started asking him questions, and I'm like, you know this girl? My aunt. You know this girl? He's like, nah, I don't know this girl. I was like, you don't know this girl. You didn't make out with this girl the same day that you made out with me. Why is you lying? Like, you blatantly lying. You literally blatantly lying. So he's like, yeah, you know. He starts to confess ati vile wali make out na auntie yangu on the same day. Mi niko like, aki baba ni malaya. Alafu najiuliza, and then sasa umenileta hapa tuvute ni lose control ndio ni sosi. Me imagine huwezi ni sosi. Huwezi ni sosi. So you know what I did? I waited for this nigga to like get like really, really high because he was losing it. Like by the way, he was losing it. Alikuwa na chizi kidogo. I waited for him to get really high. He told me he was gonna go to the bathroom, and then alikuwa na wall clock. Unajua nilifanya nini? Nilipanda kwa kiti. I moved the wall clock. Yani nikasongesha masaa mbele kidogo. And he knew, here's the thing, he knew that I had curfew. So he knows that I'm not gonna play about that, especially if I'm alone. So I moved the time. Mbio mbio, alikuwa ameenda bafu. I moved the time mbio mbio. Wewe, gorgeous girls. You gotta be sneaky sometimes. Nikasongesha masaa mbele kidogo. I did the same to my wristwatch and my phone. So when he came out, I was like, nah, I gotta go. Because, you know, I have curfew and stuff. I legit gotta go. Like, I really, really have to go. He's like, no, it's not yet time. So he checks his phone. His phone is the only one that is not consistent with all the other clocks. My wristwatch says the same time, which is hours ahead, obviously. The wall clock says the same time. My phone says the same time. Sengine inabidi ukwe sneaky, wacha nikuambie. So I'm like, maybe you set your phone differently, and that's why, like, maybe you set your, actually this is what I said. I think you set your phone to your country's time. That's why it's a little bit behind. So you need to like update it because Masaya mesonga baby, and I gotta go. Make this nigga spend his money and then you dip him. So he's like, okay, I'm Nashida, blah blah blah. So he calls me a Uber, the same Uber guy. He calls me the same Uber guy. And then he's like, yeah, just let him get you home. I'm finna pay him afterwards. I was like, alright, cool, bet. Let me tell you, mi nilienda kwa shosho yangu because hapana, siwezi onyesha huo bagai wako pali naisha alafu mkuje mnitafute. Yes, I am so paranoid. I am hella paranoid. I imagine like 10 million scenarios in my head. And then this nigga, I never blocked him, by the way. So he was like texting me and calling me and all of that. And I was like, nah, bro, we not about to do that. Like, I'll get punished for my own sins. But for yours, imagine, baby boy, haiwezi. Si kwa bad, lakini, haiwezi. So me, I can't get punished for your sins. So that's the time that me and my aunt almost dated the same nigga. Yani, this nigga didn't have any manners. Yani una adabu. Huh? So freaking shameless. No manners at all. Wababa, mkono malaya. But if a shawty did that, it was gonna be like, she belongs to the streets. Yeah. Wah. Baby, this is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do. Mind your business. So this nigga, by the way, funny thing is we are actually good friends to this day. He still doesn't know that I moved the time on his clock. He'll probably know after he watches this video. Atajua I was being sneaky. He'll probably know. But you know what? I don't really care. I'm in a whole different country. It's not like he can come here and beat me. And even if he wanted to, he gotta fuck you up. Come over here. I need to get my eyeshadow. I'll be right back. I'm back. So Yeah, I'm just about to, finish. I'm gonna try to make this. Oh, it looks cute. I'm using the Neon Huda Beauty palette. I broke it. Like I break all my eyeshadow. And let me tell you, there is literally no pain worse than breaking your eyeshadow palette, especially if it costs a lot of money. Damn, I'll be wanting to cry. I want to cry. But you know what? Gang, we gangster. We don't do that. What is tears? Lies. I cry a little bit sometimes. Nah, let me stop lying. I don't cry. I used to cry, but then my parents would tell me crying is a sign of weakness, so I don't cry no more. I don't cry no more. I just be looking at you like, you did that? Oh, alright, cool then, bye. Bet. You did that? Alright, bet. We gangster. On this side, we don't do the crying. Bet. That's what you want? Bet. That's what you did? Bet. It's like that? Bet. Bet is probably my answer to absolutely everything. Because, first of all, my mascara is expensive. I'm not gonna cry for you, especially not over a nigga. No, thank you. We do not do that. And by the way, clearly you guys can see that I managed to fix my lighting problem. Like on my previous videos, the light was a little bit too bright. You couldn't even see me. Nilikuwa na shine kama ngilobu. Like the proper Kamba that I am, I was shining. Ngilobu, It's very important. Shine, baby, shine. So I actually do wear minimum makeup when I'm going to work. And then when I'm like going out with my friends, let me stop saying my friends. I don't got friends like that. When I'm like going out, probably by myself, then I have the full glam makeup going on. Like I really need to shape my eyebrows. They be eyebrows zangu zinakaa vile zinataka. Hey, tricky day. Tricks. I'm gonna put a very light shade of brown on my eyelids because I put concealer on it and I don't want it to staki anze kukaa vile inajisikia. Unajua saa ingine concealer inaweza kuaibisha. Concealer saa ingine kwa na aibu, especially when it starts creasing. Yeah. Aibu. Inaanza kucrease inakaa vile inajisikia. Oh, I actually did do this in under 40 minutes. Wow. Let me walk with you, talk to you, know how you feel. Songa karibu mpenzi wangu, you're so sexy. Oh, who, me? Sexy? Y'all just gonna have to get used to me. Like, I'm weird like that. I'll occasionally bust into songs. Do y'all see, like, how good my eyelashes look? Castor oil, baby. I put castor oil on them every night. Castor oil. And this is a volume mascara. I always put a volume mascara on first because I want them to look fluffy. Spider webs, baby. Spider webs. Spider webs or spider legs. It is what it is. Whatever. I want them to look fluffy, so I will usually do the volume mascara first, and then I'm gonna do the length mascara on top of the volume mascara. Oh, look at that. I have really big eyes, but they're really pretty, and also they see not so well. However, they see the souls of people quite well. So that's another story for another day that we're gonna have to talk about. Spirituality, baby. I don't know why a lot of people associate spirituality with like dark magic, but I don't really get it. There's no such thing as dark magic. There's just magic, But then this napkin colored people told us that any magic that was practiced by black people was dark magic. They was racist as fuck, because tell me how they want us to accept Cinderella getting Prince Charming by way of the fairy godmother, and that is romantic. But if I consult my ancestors about somebody, about my love life, suddenly it's dark magic. Tricks. Wanna overdo. They try to lie to us, let me tell y'all. Mimi, nikisema nataka kuweka mtoto wa mtu kwa chupa, it's dark magic. Lakini, wao wana expect tuamini, ati Cinderella alibebwa na panya. My friend, your own magic is also dark magic. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, sis. Talk some shit like, oh, black people do dark magic. No, sis, y'all do dark magic. What is you talking about? I'm gonna put on this KKW lipstick today. Let me walk with you, talk to you, know how you feel. Songa karibu mpenzi wangu. I'm just lining my lips a little bit. There is literally a military base outside my house. Outside my bedroom, actually. And they move stuff by way of train, so it's a train passing by. Yeah, they already did their drills in the morning, so there's literally no chance for y'all to see the military niggas. I don't know where my pencil sharpener went, to be honest. Rafiki wangu wa milele, let me walk with you, talk to you. Look at that. Ooh, this girl. Who this fine girl? Who born this fine girl? Somebody's mama. So I'm gonna just put on accessories real quick and head on out. Look at my eyes. Oh, talk to me nice, baby. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I'll probably do a video on how I achieved this hair. It looks nice and whatnot. A lipstick. I gotta fix it a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, mamas, like that. Blend. Perfect. Let me walk with you. See you guys next time when we learn how to take care of our crowns and our faces. Well, I don't really know how to take care of my face that well, but I'm working on it. So, mwah.